everybody, welcome back to Whiskey Witch. Today I'm going to be tasting the new Elijah Craig Rye that came out in January of 2020. Before that, I want to talk a little bit about every week I am obviously wearing a different band's shirt. On St. Patrick's Day, Dropkick Murphys normally do a huge St. Patrick's Day celebration up in Boston. And this year, because of the COVID-19, they were unable to. So, as nice as they were, they streamed a live concert for everybody. 277,000 people tuned in to watch the Dropkicks, and it made a lot of people's day for St. Patrick's Day. As well as bands, obviously restaurants are hurting, bartenders are hurting. Go out and support your local restaurant, do some takeaway. I know a local smokehouse opened up around here, and they've only been in business maybe about a month before it got shut down, and they're doing some family meal deals. Make sure that you go out, buy some takeaway food, keep these businesses going. Small bands whose tours have been entirely canceled, they are stuck with tons and tons of shirts, hats, you name it, merch, with dates printed on them, with tours that are not happening, and they are deeply discounting those online to try to stay afloat and pay their band management or their tour operators, the guys that set up the stages, the guys that drive the tour bus. You know, give a little bit of something and help some of these local businesses, these local bands, even these big national touring bands. All right, let's get into this. This is obviously Elijah Craig, came out in January of 2020. It's 94 proof. It is a 51% rye, which is barely legal rye. They swapped the rye mash bill or the corn mash bill of 51% for the rye mash bill of 51%. So it's 1% over in rye. So let's go ahead and pop this open. Ooh, that was a nice pop for 94 proof. Give it a nice little pour. Obviously, with the rye thing, everybody's doing green. It just screams, I'm a rye on the shelf. Obviously, I'm going to be looking at this as I would, Wild Turkey came out, $23.95 a few months before this. Wild Turkey's out. We got Pikesville, which is his big brother. There's a lot of budget ryes out there. So I'm obviously, when I taste this, I'm going to be considering, is this something I want to go out and buy, or, is it as good as the Wild Turkey? Is it better? It's a little more expensive. So I'm going to be thinking about these things when I taste it for you. All right, there it is. In the glass, it's a pretty caramel color. Coats the glass pretty nicely. On the nose, I'm getting a little bit of oak, vanilla, caramel, a little bit of rye spice, that little bit of pepper, a little bit of alcohol on the nose as well. It's nosing like it's pretty delicious. Go ahead and give this a try. Skull. Right away, I am getting some really delicious vanilla right off the bat. A little bit of butterscotch, caramel, a little bit of the rye spice, not a lot. If I didn't know what this bottle was in front of me and somebody asked me to taste this in a blind, it may pass as a bourbon to me. And that's what these barely rye, I'm screwing up here. These, no, it's fine. That's what these barely legal ryes can do to your head, is they say, hey, I'm a bourbon. No, I'm a rye. No, I'm a bourbon. No, I'm a rye. But actually, for an introductory rye for somebody that normally hasn't been a rye drinker, I would say this might be a really good one to start with, because it's so sweet and it's so vanilla and bakey. It's dessert-like almost. Yeah, it's actually really good. I'm not getting much of that rye spice, so it's kind of just non-aggressive that way. And I am going to screw up when I'm doing these videos, and no, we're not going to cut it out. That's part of doing these videos, is the fact that you screw up. So anyway, hey, if there's any Dropkick Murphy fans out there, please give me a like and a subscribe. I am doing my best right now to support all my local people. My brother Willie Porter out there, he's been doing a bunch of Facebook live streams. I went to high school with Willie. He is an unbelievable songmaster, guitar player. Give good old Willie Porter a shout out there on Facebook, and do some PayPal contributions to him if you can. This is my old limestone mixing water, thanks to Michael Nye of the Charlotte Bourbon Society. We exclusively use the limestone mixing water to test all of our samples. So let's see how this opens up with a little bit of that water. I'm picking up more rye spice. It actually opened it up, and it is screaming to me, I'm a rye. Let's see how it does on that palette. All right, so I'm picking up more of the rye spice, a little more oak. That vanilla really did get kicked down some. So I think it's more delicious neat. I went and had water. I think this would be fantastic in an old fashioned. It'd be absolutely wonderful. For the SRP of $29.95, yeah, I'd go out and buy it. I think it's going to compete almost head to head with the Wild Turkey Rye. I think its big brother Pikesville is probably going to outperform this just a little bit. And I know this is not available everywhere. I think it's only available in 4 states right now. And my state of North Carolina was one of them. So again, this is Whiskey Witch. Thank you, and hit the like and subscribe button. We'll see you soon.